and I cook my way.
Hey, my crowd, it seems like I came back again safe and sound. Doctor Strange greets all my audience from the 4th dimension. Now, let's do a little trick for you to help me with this channel. This time, it will be a little visual device for this. And let's look also how I can play with the space and time with the chakra powers too. But now, let's talk of food. For make cuttlefish black risotto with the smoked oysters in cottonseed oil we need 1.5 pounds of beheaded shrimps, or you can buy also ensilomenes pedersoni, some with shell, ½ pound of smoked cottonseed oil oysters, 1 package of cooking cream, but I don't like it for this recipe, so I will not use it. We need also some fresh parsley and a little more as a garnishment for our dish. 4 little packages of cuttlefish black, or you can also find a jar of it in a grocery store. You can also use the one produced by the Vampyroteuthis infernalis if you want it. 3 tablespoons of coarse kosher salt, a quarter spoon of kosher salt for our prawns or shrimps, 2 toothpicks, so I will show you a trick later, 1 espresso cup of extra virgin olive oil that is omnipresent in our cuisine, 1 teaspoon of anchovy paste. If you can find it, you can also use anchovy in oil. We also need 3 medium garlic cloves and also some fresh grounded black pepper. Most of all, a big glass of white wine like Pinot Grigio. If you can't find it, you can also use a Müller-Thurgau or just a Concha y Toro. Now let's serve some white wine in our glass. A little more. More? More? Okay, stop it. First of all, let's rise our glasses and toast, for you and for your favorite channel. It is time to take our shrimps and take off the shell now, just like in an anatomy class. Let's cut the section where you may notice the spinal cord is not appreciable, it is a crustacean. Open it and take off the vein, and it will be perfect. Just like this. Now repeat with your superpowers of speed and do it for 35 of them, neither 36 nor 34. And I advise you to have a dozen with the shell because it has a lot of flavor for the risotto we are making today. Clean them all, and this is what we are looking for. Now, with your superpower, chop a handful of parsley, but we need to refresh also our powers with a sip of white wine. Cheers! Wow, delicious! Now convoke a burner from the 4th dimension and set it on high. Cut a garlic clove and rub it in this way to let it aromatize the cooking pan. Now struggle to peel a 2 fresh garlic cloves in this way and throw it in the sink. Allow yourself to lose temper and appreciate the effect it has on your equipment. Now pour half of your extra virgin olive oil in your cooking pan and let the clove fry a little, and this is the trick. For preserving yourself from the oil that will splash all over, put the 2 toothpicks in it. Let's remove the garlic cloves and let's add our shelled shrimps first for 2 whole minutes. Hear it, hear the ASMR sound, do a funky dance with the covered cooking pan. Add a handful of your chopped parsley and stir for another minute. Now it is when it's time to add our quarter spoon of kosher salt. Stir again and turn off the burner, adding a little bit of white wine. Now let's pour the remaining extra virgin olive oil in another high-edged cooking pan. Cutting the last garlic clove in half, daring yourself to a very dangerous funky dance with the cooking pan. Oh, look at me. Then 1 minute, when the oil is hot, add the parboiled rice, appreciating the ASMR sound. Stir for some minutes until the rice is almost translucent and let it cool down to finish your shrimps, adding the peeled deveined ones. Just in this way, let's pour almost all of your glass of white wine to let them soak in it, but the last sip is for your health. Cheers! Now wait until the shrimps are cooked, just a couple of minutes, but don't overcook them. Put 1.5 quarters of water to boil, take off the clove from your rice, and now it is time to add the whole pepper to let it warm up with the toasting rice. Add carefully your smoked cottonseed oil oysters and stir it all together, smelling the amazing scent. We are making it! Now sip your drink and green some black pepper, testing your 4 cameras with this amazing ASMR sound. Add very carefully 1/3 of your unsalted water, appreciating the sound. Now stir like a witch or just a hug, summoning some spirits saying, "Babish, please, wish me luck." Now cook it for 6 minutes, adding more water. And it's time to add our cooking cream, but it will lighten our black color at the end, so throw it. Add a teaspoon of anchovy paste and add 3 spoons of coarse kosher salt. Cook it for 8 more minutes. Now add your shrimps, taking some off for the garnishment, and your cuttlefish black. Turn off the burner and stir for 2-3 more minutes. Let it cool down a couple of more minutes for the rice to absorb the cuttlefish black, and add 1 or 2 more little packages of cuttlefish black if you like a more deep flavor, but just at the end. Now it is time to serve our plate, garnishing it with the parsley we reserved for the garnishment. Wow, look at this thing! Let's put some shrimps we reserved for garnishment and adjust them below. One more, just on top, like crowning our parsley. And that's our plate. The smell is just amazing. Oh, look at it, in all its splendor. It's just perfect. Isn't it? Now my favorite part. Let's try it! Oh lord! Wow, it's a very deep flavor, but light and very rich. The risotto is firm, but perfectly emulsified with the smoked oysters and with the shrimps. Let's try another bite. I just can't stop eating this amazing blackness. Now I got to go to the 4th dimension. Remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, give me a big like, see you in the next video. Now the blackness calls me. I summon the power of Nightcrawler.
And I cook my way.